Hey gang, it's Ark. Welcome back to our permanent fire challenge run here in the Long Dark. Let's see, we got some time on the fire. We're currently starting very late in the day, so I'm just going to get situated here and we're going to immediately set off. Let's see, how are we doing for food? We got a couple of small pieces of meat. Okay, so I think, yeah, let's start a fire here and get at least some of this meat cooking. I got my sleep schedule really thrown off. Let's grab a book out of here. That'll work. Take 2. We'll end up starting another fire somewhere else, I'm sure. 95% chance. So yeah, last couple episodes I did this no sleep thing to get the crafting done, and I believe we're down to 11 hours left on the bear coat. I don't remember putting that fur there. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some of this stuff. That's gonna need... Ooh, not this one. Okay, so that's gonna need about 50 minutes. What's the temperature right now? It's like 51, and this gives a 79 bonus, so negative 20 something. So probably maybe about 30 minutes on the fire will be enough to finish this. Don't want it to burn. Let's call it 36, and then the embers. And hopefully, if it lasts longer than that, it won't end up actually burning. Let's get some teas ready to go. Just do all of these. Okay, I want to do a quick sanity check. I haven't looked at my clothing in a while, so let's go here and do this by condition. Okay, nothing's going to break. That's all I really care about. Okay, so we got those 3 going. We need to get Frankie fueled up. And then, how am I doing on carry weight? Looks like we're fine. Let's grab a few more sticks. Okay, so we're good there. And I think we are just about ready to go. Put those in there, put this in there. We got a book for fire starting. Okay. Double check and make sure that this looks like it's going to work out. 24 minute. Yeah, that should be fine. And then what are we doing as far as torches? Yeah, we got enough. Speaking of, we need to go ahead and refresh this one right away. Very foggy. Let's, follow the line in here. Why am I so slow? Wonder if it's, is it windy? Maybe it just feels slow because I can't see very far ahead of me. Okay, so we got, maybe about 4 to 5 good hours of warm weather here. So I think what I'm going to do is try to do a little bit of a circuit. We're completely out of birch bark tea. So I think we'll do a circuit kind of back around the birch bark areas. There's a few on the way to Trappers, and then we'll circle back around and just try to get some sticks. One of the things I've been considering between episodes is it's just really hard to get stuff done. Like, I have so many things. Crafting teas, sharpening tools, the cooking, repairing clothing. There's more things that I'm not able to... I mean, even just harvesting the old torches. It's like all stuff that I just don't have time to spend on. So I'm thinking that this working through the night deal might work even for things where I'm not crafting. Like, I might spend a night just trying to get caught up on everything. Okay, good intel on this fur limb here. I'm not gonna get it now. Ooh, that's a wolf. Frozen in place. He's not moving at all. Kinda tempted to take a shot at him. Okay, let's go ahead and drop this. Using the inventory so that I don't draw him in. Now I do want to go over towards the far wall. Okay, let's go ahead and try to... let's just drink this whole thing. That should give us... yeah, most of our warmth plus the buff. And that'll last me for a long time. I'll probably end up starting a fire at some point to warm up, but that'll be a ways down the road here. So yeah, really happy with how the last 2 episodes went, with the progress I made. Go ahead and get rid of you now. I don't want to have to, I'm not going to fire. Unless I need to. Nope. Not really familiar with this. Oh. I'm here. Okay. Well, while we're here, let's go and grab these. Anything to break down here? Doesn't look like it. I've already looted here. This is where I found my hacksaw originally. I want to go over to the far wall. I might be missing some of the birch bark, so... shoot. Well, we'll deal with this guy in a second. No fear of the wind, really. There's more reishis over there, but... actually gonna run out of torches, I think, before we get cold. Sticks seem really sparse. Alright, let's see if we can finally make our way over to the edge of the zone. I don't even know if I've walked along this edge yet. There might be coal there, too. Any more sticks around here? There's a couple. I hope I didn't get too turned around here. That might be a birch tree. Or I guess that is a birch tree. It's just a question of whether it's actually a birch spawn area. And it looks like it is. So that makes a tea with the singleton we have back home. And I guess we're already at the edge here. That deer scared me. Alright, yeah, this is working out okay. Give me a little bit of extra birch. I think in a few days we're going to be heading over to the Coastal Highway mine. So we'll have more opportunities then. Go ahead and get this birch sapling while we're here. So I just need enough to sort of carry me through the next few days. There's a deer up there. Looking for any coal or birch bark down here. And then I think we're going to head up the hill because I think there might be some up here. Yeah, here's some birch bark. Let's try to get over to this flat ground before I get a sprain. Three more torches. Okay, so we're gonna be fine. Especially since our warming up buff already ran out. We're gonna get colder faster now. Drop that. Okay, because I see this branch here, I'm gonna look around here. This is probably a stick spawn point. And we're gonna head... No sticks. There's one. I'm gonna head up here because I think there's more birch bark over here. Eventually I may kind of mark out a path going to all the stick spawns and the birch bark spawns, but I think I'm just gonna have to learn it. I think that's too much trouble to go to. I think the only trails that I really need are gonna be ones leading me back to my fire. Oh, the fog is clearing up. Nice. Yep, this is why I came over here. I knew there was a birch tree here. Okay, so we actually got a surprising amount of birch from this. Okay, now I know there's no bear here.
Man, all I can think about is food.
There's some good limbs on the other side of here, so I think our target should be to have our warm-up fire on the other side of this ridge. I want to break down those limbs at some point, but I won't be able to have a fire next to those. So I'm going to have to go to the other side. Probably killed about 2, maybe 2.5 hours at this point. I mean, as long as we're back for dawn, essentially, we're going to be fine. Since we left so late.
Someplace to escape this cold.
So late in the evening. Okay, still got a little bit of warmth. Let's try over this hill. I think I need to get down to the low ground, unfortunately. I don't think there are any limbs up here. Okay, I'll check just over this ridge and then we'll go down there. I think that's where I'm going to find the stuff, though. Ow, sounded close by. There's a limb right there. Maybe we grab that. Is that a large cedar? I think it has to be. Yeah, an hour and 18 minutes. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Try to get it where it's sheltered by the tree in some universes. We don't need tinder. Why is the book a... Oh, we just got Fire Starting 3. I must have missed the prompt. Oh, that's
Come on,
cool.
little fire.
Okay, so after this, only 49 more fires to go.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Just gonna burn a coal. That'll get me plenty warm. Do we want to make some water or something?
Think.
Actually, the water will burn off anyway, so we can't really do anything with this except for chop. Let's drink some water. Oh, I didn't eat. That was a mistake. Let's see. I'm gonna eat all these cattails, and then I want to maintain well-fed. So we're gonna have to either head back or find some calorie source. I guess we could go to the pond if we want to stay out here.
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get these warmed up, and let's go ahead and prep while those are warming up. But we need to get a bunch of torches off of here. So I guess I won't prep the birch bark. We don't really need birch bark yet, but I do need several torches. Sky looks pretty overcast. I should have brought more teas than this with me. That was an oversight. Alright, we'll assume that this is enough. Torches. Oh, there's a fir limb right here. I guess we'll head over towards the pond and take the river up. It should give me enough cattails. To make it through this walk. Pond is the other direction. Just can't resist the sticks. Alright. It's a birch tree there. Yeah, let's go, just in case it ends up being the case that I don't find many cattails here. I'd rather find that out sooner rather than later. And this whole maintaining well-fed thing is questionable. So this must be a spot where there's a limb. Interesting that that has not respawned yet, because I think that was, if I remember correctly, that was one of the large fir limbs. Somebody was asking me if the large limbs respawn. I guess it's possible that none of the large limbs ever respawn, which would be annoying. Not too terrible, I guess, but... Alright, let's kill most of that. Then I'm guessing we'll do one more limb on the way back. Have I even... I must have looted this, this blind. Definitely been here enough times. Yeah. Guess we'll double check since we're here, but... polish that off. Almost lost my torch. Alright, I guess we'll follow the river up. Right way. I'm hoping that I didn't already grab all the cattails, but... if I don't find any more, we need to head back anyway, so... then I can branch off to the right once I have a few cattails and hit up another limb, maybe some more stick spawns places. I was hoping to stay out for longer, but, I need food. I guess one thing we could do, what am I hearing? I don't see any more cattails. Let's go ahead and go off here. And then maybe on the other side of that ridge, we'll find some limbs. Okay, that's a cedar. I think I was just over there. Do we have a fir limb? Definitely would prefer a fir if I can find one. That's fir. And that's another one down there. Alright, let's just do a little loop around here looking for sticks. And I'll grab a fir and we'll head home.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna eat a tree.
Got a fair amount of temperature, so I'm gonna loop all the way around. There's another fir? No, that's a cedar. Here we go. This is what I've been looking for. Finally some sticks. Okay, we have 4 cattails. That'll be plenty. Don't need to grab a rabbit here or anything like that. More sticks. Go and eat 1 cattail. Has not been very lucrative as far as sticks. There goes the warming up buff. Alright, which of these fur limbs do I want to do? This one's next to a tree. Sort of next to a tree. I don't know, I guess I'll start the fire like right here.
Come on, little fire. Come on. Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, we should be fine to grab that. Throw coal on there. Now this one is just a regular, right? Yeah, so we can make some water if we want to. See what my carry weight is. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, warming up. Not much, though. It's fine. I'm gonna lose well fed. Okay, got it. Let's see if I can get the water.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Okay, let's finish these off. I should have eaten those first. Didn't warm up all the way. Heat up the rose hip, and do I have anything to make? No, not really. Let's go and cook some of these coffees. And I'm going to spend a few more minutes warming up here while I craft some of these birch bark. Okay, what's the best way out of here? Probably right up this ridge here. Wait, I didn't get completely turned around, did I? We'll find out soon enough. I'm gonna go ahead and drink a partial. Just to make sure I don't run into trouble on the way home. Now, unfortunately, I cannot go craft right now, and I can't grab that other limb either, because I didn't deal with my calorie situation. So we gotta go do that first. Let's just head straight up here. I don't want to deal with any wolves that may be down there. So, 5 cedar, 3 fir. It looked like we had maybe 40 to 50 sticks. Not a bad haul for like 6 hours.
Oh, I'm starving.
So we can get the flat ground here. I guess this area has no sticks. Unfortunate. Ooh, just became clear. Okay. Free crafting? I guess I take it. So we just go home and fill up and then come back to the camp office and craft. It's a very late Aurora start, but I'm not complaining. That's 3 Auroras in 4 nights. Right when I decided to do all my crafting. Pretty hilarious. Alright, hopefully no Aurora wolves hop in between me and my hut here. Okay, so I need food and water. Should have left some of my water outside the camp office on the way in. Oh well. Let's throw a bunch of sticks on. I don't need all these right now. Yeah, that's really good. So 13 sticks and all of that cedar and fir are pure profit. Let's go ahead and throw this small piece of meat on the fire here. Just have a little more food. Let's get rid of this. I don't need torches, but I might grab a couple. Let's throw all that in. I'll drop sticks before I walk back. Now, what condition is this? Oh, 100%. Nice. Alright, let's go and eat that. And I think I'm going to do this again. Yeah, because I don't have a lot of time to mess around, so, let's keep grabbing 2 books at a time out of here. Now this I'll need almost the full duration because we're going to be inside for part of it.
Come on, little fire.
So 51, I think that's about how long these take. Since we have light and we know that fir limb is up there, I think I'm actually going to, let's see, let's heat that up. What condition is this? 100%. Put that out here for right now. Okay, I think I'll take those 2 pieces of meat with me, even though they're gonna smell the place up. I need to make more tea. Let's craft a birch bark up real quick. Okay, so we can make a birch bark while that's going. Okay, and then I'm gonna drop the rosehip tea. Yeah, I can just drink the birch bark on the way over. That's fine. Okay, so I don't need that much time on this. In fact, let's pull one more off. Okay, that should finish. Let's grab this. Let's throw a few more sticks on here. And I think we can go now. Take just a second to drop some of these junk torches so I'm not carrying them around everywhere. Okay. Food. This and this. Yeah, I could have just gotten that, but it's fine. Got plenty of water. Okay, so if there's no wolf nearby, I'm gonna go sneak a fur chop before we get started. I heard a wolf howl. I'm gonna take this wide so I can see if anybody's coming. Should have dropped the meat first. I think I'm going to commit to this. If I don't see a wolf... I can just go eat that meat later. I don't need to have it in place. I really want to get this. This is going to be an extremely efficient chop, and it's fine for my torch to go out right now. That cedar wasn't there last time, was it? Okay, let's go for it. Oh, we're going to lose some condition. That's okay. This wind. Get me into the shelter. Absolutely brutal. I'm not even overweight. I just can't move in the wind.
It's a goddamn.
I don't need this energy for anything. I'm just going to run to save a few points. Or maybe half a point. It's not going to save that much. Okay, so I definitely paid condition there that I didn't want to spend, but it's okay. I think... Yeah, let's just drink a little bit of water and get straight to work. I gotta be a little careful, so I spent an hour on that, so it was midnight. Yeah, so, I mean, as long as we're back before noon, we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, I need to sharpen this. Gotta remember to do that. Okay, so what do we have as far as crafting? The bearskin coat... Yeah, 11.08 hours. Let's just put 4 in.
I'm getting tired.
Okay, so we have a little bit of time to kill here. I don't think I can do this with the hatchet. It's going to tell me I need light, and I don't want to spend 2 hours on it. Oh, right. I thought about this last time. This is what I really should have done. So first of all, I can go outside. But what I really should have done was just worked on some stuff like the sharpening or the crafting, or, you know, just until the morning comes around. Alright, we gotta go inside now. That didn't last long.
Jesus, this is cold.
And let's do one of these. Just waiting for the light. Just need the rays of the sun. One more time should do it. And actually, just to make sure, because it doesn't look like it's quite up, let's go outside and eat that food. I think fresh is always above 75. So I don't need to check this because I know it's going to be good.
The cold is making my head feel thick.
I'm going to take a point here from the cold. All right, is it morning? Yes.
This is so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
We officially have light to work by. Drink some water. We got more on the table. All right, now I got to be careful. I need to be back basically in 3 or 4 hours, so let's put 3 in and see what the see what it says. Yeah, so we're not going to finish it this morning.
Just need to close my eyes.
I think I'm comfortable doing... Let's do another half hour and then head back. Just get a little bit more out of this trip. Okay, so just to check. Yeah, it'll be done in 5 hours. Let's actually leave this water here. Make more back at base. So close to being done. I'm tempted to just push through it. If I, just refuel the fire and then go straight back. I could finish it. It's going to be pretty late in the afternoon. You know what? I think I'm going to go for it. It's going to give me at least 4 degrees of warmth, plus the wind protection, plus the additional safety from wildlife. So I think I'm going to go ahead and finish it. Then we'll come back here. We'll maybe go up there and grab some fir limbs. Or do another stick run. I guess I could do a stick run down the train tracks. Oh, I could do a stick run down the train tracks and then grab that deer, the deer meat. Okay, so we still had 3 hours left on the fire. Well, we've got this fur. Let's see, can I put this on when the fire's not going? Yeah, I can. Just gonna keep doing this little trick here to get some food going. I probably won't need to do this too much more because once we come back here and spend some time repairing and stuff, I'll just be able to cook while that's going on. Should have at least been making a tea while this is going on. Let's do that. Oops. Need water first. Okay, I think that's going to be good. that'll be ready in a few minutes. I'm fully warm. Let's grab this piece of fur. And I think we can do one more piece of fur. Yep. Let's grab a fur and a cedar. That should be fine. These are done. I think I'm going to do that same trick again. And go ahead and grab that cedar limb up there. Cedar, I don't know. It's just not that efficient, but I think it's worth it if I can get it almost for free. Keep 3 pieces of coal on me at all times. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so the plan is... Ooh, it is 3 down arrows. Yeah, I don't want to take damage just to get that cedar. And yeah, if I do that, it's just going to put me even later in the day. So I think we just go up here, we do our 5 hours of crafting, or whatever it is. Gotta get more emergency food. Forgot to bring that meat with me. I think we have enough to craft for 5 hours and go home, so... I'll let it play. Yeah, so I'll keep my tea for right now. So this bear coat took me, I want to say it was either 5 or 6 full days to craft. That was with 1 sleep session. Oh, it looks like it's going to be really nice out here in a minute. Oh well. It'll be really nice once I have the bear coat crafted. That's what I'll tell myself. Okay, so I think we just let this torch go out. We don't need any of this stuff. We're going to warm up pretty quickly in here. Let's drink some water. Alright, let's just finish it. Bearskin coats. Do it. It's going to get pretty late. But we have finished our bear coat. Let's throw that on. Throw the Mackinaw is better here. Gotta remember to ditch the ski jacket when we get back. Now I definitely don't want to do any more crafting right now. Let's ditch the knife since we no longer need that. I should put that that one thing down to cure. Let's put all those in there. I gotta put this down to cure. The knife in there. That needs to be sharpened. I could keep the knife on me and sharpen it. Thinking about just forging another one though, rather than using the whetstones up. That was the wrong thing. I need to take those back with me. Oh yeah, really nice out here. And now that I have the bear coat on, really warm. So with the torches would be only -2. Why does it feel like I'm going so slowly though? Is that just a wind thing? Yeah, maybe. Alright, so I stick with my original plan, I think. We circle around, and if that deer carcass is still there, it might already be gone. But if it is, we just use the hacksaw to grab the meat off of it. So tonight, the big question is, I don't think I want to sleep. So the question is, do I do another crafting session, try to get some rabbit or deerskin clothing? Or do I just spend some time repairing clothing, sharpening tools, you know, just making progress on those fronts? Okay, so we got enough food now. Let's go ahead and grab some emergency food. Let's take 10 of these. And, ruined. How did those get ruined? That's not next to the fire, is it? No. Alright. I'll leave all that stuff alone for right now. Maybe the peaches just lose condition a lot faster than other items. Okay, I'm wasting time here. Let's cook up a birch tea. Get some more birch teas going here. We'll heat up this as well, and I'm about to head out. Let's get one thing of water. Drink that. Okay. Now I don't have a lot of carry space. Let's throw this cedar on. Couple of fur. Okay. Gotta remember to take my hacksaw. Whoops. One more. Throw that on. Okay, let's go. Don't have a small piece of meat to eat. It's okay. We have the 10 cattails now. Oh, the weather turned. Shoot. Well, let's just sit here and get some stuff done. Maybe it'll clear up in a minute. Alright, so there's so many tasks I need to do. Let's start with the hatchet. Well, let's get rid of these first. I need to sharpen the hatchet. I need to craft teas. I need to cook. I need to check my clothing. Let's go and drop that ski jacket off while I'm thinking about it. This is the clothing drawer. Combat pants need to be repaired. Alright, they don't even repair for the full amount, so let's go and do that now. Need to grab some cloth. Go ahead and grab some of these mittens to harvest so I have more cloth as well. Should have checked the weather again. Yeah, it just looks like it's going to be generally nasty. Yeah, negative 15, even with my new bear coat and the repairs I did. That's not happening. Kind of glad I didn't try to travel in this. It's good that I have the option not to. Craft another birch bark tea. Torches are pretty good. Gonna put some of this water down. Man, I'm not gonna head out in this. I kind of wish now that I had gone to do more crafting and then worked here once it was late. But I still have a lot of stuff to do. Sharpening and so on. Let's build up this water supply some. I think I'm going to be here for a while, so we're just going to we're going to do the full 2 liters. Okay, what do I want to do here? Let's finish harvesting some of this clothing. Still nasty. Probably gonna end up replacing that with a rabbit skin hat. I did not realize I had already crafted the mitts. When did I do that? Okay, so I just have the deer items left to do. Not too bad.
Feels like night is coming.
And then the hat, I might check the Pleasant Valley spawn before. That's still gonna get a max repair, so I'm not gonna do it yet. Okay, so I think we're done with clothing for right now. A lot of this clothing is kind of just trash that's going to get replaced. I think I'm going to be able to build the deerskin boots before I need to repair my work boots. Okay. Let's do this sharpening. $30 more minutes to go. Ooh, it's nice now. Is that going to turn into an aurora? Almost looks like it. Negative 16. It is still pretty windy. Let's give it a few more minutes. I need to give this the 30 minutes anyway, so let's do 2 more sharpens and then we'll evaluate. Sharpening time went down from 10 minutes to 9 minutes, so that's good. Not only does the time go down, but the amount that it improves by goes up as I get more practiced. Yeah, it's still pretty heavily windy. This would actually be really warm if it weren't for the wind. I still don't think I can do a whole lot with this. If we get an aurora, though, we're definitely going to go craft. Okay, I do need to cook more. I think we have enough water now, so we'll switch over to cooking meat. What's the condition on these? 61. Some of these are lower. So let's grab a bunch of this stuff over here. Those are all moldy. Those are gamey. So I kind of want to group the moldy stuff. That's the stuff I want to cook first. Because it's not going to get all the way up to 100. And the meat spoils more slowly. Okay, so we got 37 minutes to kill. Let's just keep going. I guess I can go ahead and harvest these. This might be a longer episode. I don't know, I guess I could just sleep for an hour at some point just to save it. So nice out. Just trying to think, where's a good stopping point? I hate to just burn an hour on sleep for no real gain. At this point, it's too cold outside to really go on a harvesting trip. Alright, let's see how this meat's coming along. Just a few more minutes. Alright, this is all the torches I'm gonna do tonight. I guess if I do that amount every few nights, I'll probably keep up with most of my ruined torches. Just got a few minutes to go, so we'll do a couple more. Okay, 2 minutes until that's ready. Let's see, what's next? This is at 69%. Let's just check that real quick, see what the max repair on it is. 30%. Okay, so we should just go ahead and do that now to keep it high. That's going to be a full piece of meat worth. So, let's see. We want the... Yeah, okay, so we want to do all of this stuff over here. I need cloth. Nice clear night. Okay, let's go and throw a couple logs on here. Or in a cedar should do it. Don't need to max it out or anything. I'll drop this before I forget. I think that deer meat's going to be gone by now. Which is fine. I didn't really need it. This is really good to make all this progress. Get caught back up. I fell way behind on the sharpening. Let's see how this is going. One more. It's 4% at a time, so we can only do maybe one more of these. So what else? Tea crafting. I can cook some teas. Let's see, we already did clothing repair. I'm fine on clothing for right now. Did I say whether this was... Yeah, that's not max repair yet. Now, what do I want to craft first? Probably just the deerskin boots, right? I don't know. Technically, I'll get more out of crafting the pants, but I need to craft the boots soon. Never found any leather. I think this takes forever to harvest. It only gives one. That's probably never going to get used. I gotta go through all this stuff and organize it. So much junk every which place. Take one of those. Okay, so I think it's tea crafting then. I got a lot of sewing kits. Let's take another one because I'm going to be crafting soon. I don't want to run out while I'm over there. Okay, so 3 teas at a time then. And then at some point, if the weather's nice, we can head out back over to the camp office and start crafting through the night using our torch technique. As I think we're nearing the end of our tasks here. I don't need to do absolutely everything here, so let's just make a few teas, and then I think we have a birch bark, yep. Let's leave some coffees here. Two coffees on me is good. And really this is the only tea I need. Although I guess I can leave behind... Should always at least have a reishi tea here. Although I think I have antibiotics somewhere too. Let's tuck that away in there. I think it's too windy for a torch, right? It's not. Alright, let's get ready to go do this crafting session. Already starting to pollute the floor again. There's a good one. Let's leave one birch behind. Now that's not in range, is it? No. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just see if I can make it over there with my torches or not. Only need about 4 hours, so 8 torches. Not sure how many of these are actually good enough. That one doesn't look like it is. I can always do the partial thing, but don't exactly want to. Alright, we're gonna need to carry some meat over there. Let's establish... First of all, let's just get rid of some of this junk. Yeah, we got a bunch of good ones. Let's leave some of the very best ones. I think this is where I put all the really good ones. Oh. Starting a new pile for the really good ones. Like the 46 and up. Once again, completely unorganized. We could use some health. Let's heat up the birch bark teas. Might drink one on the way over, if I need it. Definitely not committed to that idea. I got plenty of food now. We'll take a couple of these over with me. And I can probably just go and eat one outright. Okay, am I forgetting anything important? Carry weight is over. I don't need the hacksaw. Ah, fire duration. That's why we always check before we head out. Okay. Those cedars, and we're probably going to spend some coal here. I don't think I have any more fur. Yeah, because we basically didn't do any collection. This time around. This evening. Because of the weather. Alright, I've got water over there. And I'm full on water, so we'll take these 3 over. Let me just double check everything. Fire duration is good, 12 hours. It's currently... oh, yeah. No, we're not going to stay there past noon anyway, I don't think. But we certainly have until afternoon if we want it. I'm starting to think this might just be a really long episode. -16 with a T. Would that be enough to grab that cedar over there? Oh. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I did that. It's out. It's gotta be out. Let's go back and start over. It's just a match, but I need that match. I haven't spent a match probably in like 20 days now. And we have a lot of them. We're gonna find more. Might get a fire striker at some point. Alright, let's do it right this time. I don't need the teas, so let's just grab a torch and go. 11:58. I'm colder now, but we should still make it. It almost sounds like an aurora. Oh, I'm hearing a wolf howl from behind me. Very distant wolf howl. No? Is this an aurora? There's like some flashing, glowing stuff up there, maybe? Or is it just like misting over?
I can't feel my hands.
Oh, I didn't realize I had that there. Alright, well we have tons of food now. What's the condition of all these? 97... 96. Okay, so I gotta eat this one first then. Alright, well it's not an aurora yet. I think we decided that 37 is the right amount. Okay, let's do this first. Just to get everything prepped. So I need my knife. Oh, I don't need my knife. Because we're not doing that. Okay, what I need is deer skins. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got a bunch of cured guts here. Let's just go and do the boots, I guess. This is going to take 2 and 4. I'm going to run out of cured guts, maybe. I think I have some more in here. And I got some more over at the trailer next to the dam. Alright, so 2 and 4. I've got my sewing kit. Alright. So I guess that was not an aurora. Whoa, 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 whoa. 37 should have been enough. Oh, I almost had it. I thought 37 was plenty. Oh well. We got a couple hours to kill now. Is this where I just burn a match for no reason? I'm warm. We could run out and see if we can harvest something real quick. Maybe grab a little branch or something back here, if there's one. I think there's a branch back here that I could break down real fast. If it was, keep getting these very Aurora-like vibes. What is this lighting? Just a foggy night out, I guess. I mean, how much is this? Maybe an hour and a half? I don't think I want to spend a match just to get an hour and a half worth of crafting time. Probably have a few more teas that I can craft on
Did
me.
I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Get back inside. I think I got all the cloth from everywhere in here. One of these doesn't take the full 2 hours by hand, then I could just grab it. I think there's something in here that just takes, like, maybe an hour and a half or something. Great. I'm stuck. Do I just eat my loss here and spend... Not gonna let me do it with the hatchet. Oh, curtain. Perfect. I needed cloth. That was ominous. Hello? Can I get through? Okay, it's still not enough. I need, like, another hour. Oh yeah, perfect. Let's do half an hour on rose hips. And now that we're warm, we can run outside and see if we can quickly get a branch or some sticks or something. Is that a fir limb right there? Or is that cedar? That's gotta be a cedar. I would know if there was a fir limb here. Oh, that's a fir limb, though. Or are those both cedar? They might both be cedar. Alright, well, I'm already cold. We came all the way out here for 2 sticks. Alright, let's go inside, craft another rose hip, and we'll probably be ready to craft again. I can't believe I let that torch go out. I thought for sure that... I chose 38, right? I thought that the 38% gave me plenty of time. Maybe I just wasn't quick enough with it.
Sure getting cold.
Those are just my footprints. Timing worked out pretty well. Oh, it's actually morning. Okay, so we don't have to waste any more time. Okay, so deerskin boots. Back to work. Drink water. Then we'll put in a good chunk of time on it. We're not going to be able to finish these this morning. Sounds windy. Let's put another hour in, and then we'll check outside. Okay. I've got my other sewing kit. I guess we can trash this one real quick. Oh, it's a blizzard. Okay. So we'll just keep on for a while. I do need to at least go back to the fire a little after noon. So let's put in maybe 2 hours. Okay, sounds like the blizzard's over. I canceled because I'm a little nervous about the fire, and if we have good weather, we might as well use it for something. Yeah, okay. So I think we'll just go ahead and head back. Put that there for later. Now that deer that the wolf killed is definitely not going to be there. But the big goal today, I think, is firewood. See, what day is it? I feel like the days have just been slipping by so fast. 35. So I think day 36 is the day that I wanted to go to the Coastal Highway mine. We've got enough food and water for now. Yeah, fuel is really the big thing. Got some excess coal here. Okay, let's ditch some of my heavier ingredients here. So first of all of those can go in. Then I'll put one of those in and all of those in. I think I've got enough. Take one more of those. Check my actual teas. I've got a lot. Should probably take one more. Let's go ahead and get one going. I'm gonna need water. Yeah, I'll make another reishi. Let's get the reishi and the birch bark ready. Okay. We're just spending coal for now. We've got a lot of good torches. Let's ditch some of them out here. All that's ready to go. That's just about ready. Have some water. Oh, it's nice out. Perfect. Okay, I think we're ready to do this firewood run. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this episode with sleeping here tonight. And then we'll start the next episode ready to do our Coastal Highway run. Unfortunately, our deerskin stuff just isn't going to be done. It's okay, though. Should be able to throw that last piece of coal on here now. Don't need these 7 sticks. Get rid of those. Just realized I'm carrying all this tinder around still. We definitely don't need that. Okay, let's do this. Take this with me. In case I want to make water on the way. Good. Throw one last stick on here. Okay, let's get out of here. Now the wind is slowing me down a little bit. But I do really want to do the train tracks up here. Haven't looted the sticks along there in a long time. So we'll get those. We'll probably stop for a few warm-up fires at some point. Get some additional fur. Oh, my health is really low. Alright, well, we'll go through some of the birch bark, and then we're going to sleep tonight, so we'll get some healing from that. Just got to be careful today. Your crows. Almost missed it again. Okay, so there will be sticks up there. There should be sticks right here. And maybe in those oak trees over there as well. Oh, I can't wait to get to fire starting 4. Going from a 10% boost to a 25% boost for all of my fuel. Gonna be huge. I mean, I have to spend a lot less time on this kind of thing. Alright, looks like I have sticks here. I do want to go back and get that other side. Maybe there aren't any sticks. Let's go and take the second birch bark. It's a little bit of a waste, but I feel like I'm going to need to stay warm for a little bit longer because I have to get down this whole train track before I can get to a fur lamb to chop. I can't run at all, so let's be on the safe side. I'll go ahead and drop this here so it's not in my way. There's a wolf. Figured we'd be seeing one eventually. Now, I feel like this torch could blow out at any moment, so we're going to have to be ready with the flare at a moment's notice. My health is kind of low, so I don't really want to try to shoot this wolf. I think we abandon anything that might be over there and just hug this and see if we can sneak by this guy. Cheese him and get him to turn around like that. Easy. Alright. We made it past the... Oh, there's a stick. Nope. Alright, we're going to be downwind of him now. Oh, I still got tons of temperature. Yeah, we're getting really warm here. Okay, so, in that case... Because I have a limited amount of stuff to do over here. Maybe I want to go across the way here and kind of loot some sticks up in there before we turn around and head back. I got tons of time. One problem is I'm already overweight. So let's not get too crazy with this. Let's just do a little loop here and then start heading back. And then if I have more time, I can go up and hit those two fir limbs up kind of behind the fishing hut, the ones that I haven't touched yet. Now let's just do a little loop of this immediate area. Not even going to go all the way over to the trailers, especially since I'm really slow in the wind now. Okay, there goes the warming up buff. The bear coat is helping me so much here because all the windproof too. Alright, let's see if I can get sheltered here. No. Not sheltered. I just want to make sure my torch doesn't go out. So we're going to walk back here. So we're definitely in the wind shelter. Wow, really? Alright, whatever. Just have to take my chances. Okay. Alright, he's going that way. We'll just start to head back then. I don't want to mess with him at all. Oh, come on. Don't go that way. Okay. Got a deer up here. Some birch trees. Might be some more birch... Oh yeah, there's a bunch of birch trees back there. Now let's go do this. I haven't been back here yet this run. You're gonna get so weighed down. I might not even harvest a fur on the way back. I just grab what we can and then take the high ground route back. That'll be the fastest way. I I'll just do a loop around these birch trees. I don't think I'm going to go all the way back up in there. We'll do that sometime when I'm... yeah, there's some more birch over there to get on the way back. Just kind of hit this left-hand side on the way up. And then hug the left on the way back as well. Wow, what a nice little area. This is someplace that I feel like not only do I never come here, but I never see anybody come back here. And all the people I watch playing this. It doesn't look like every birch tree has birch bark available. But since I'm all the way back here, I'm just going to circle around and make sure. Kind of get an idea of what to expect next time. I'm not going to walk up there. It doesn't look like there's any there. Well, there is some here, though. Okay, we'll probably end up needing one warm-up fire. I did see that sapling on the left on my way in here. We got a backpack and a corpse. Oh, the Polaroid. I guess I already have... That must be the Lake Vista one. I might go up there and map that just for fun. I wonder how many Polaroids I would be able to get this run. Probably everything except for like Ash Canyon, and maybe could probably get the Hush River Valley one. I'm not going to be able to go to Black Rock at all, so I wouldn't be able to get that if they're... I don't know if I've ever even seen one for that region. Okay, this is going to turn out pretty well, I think. We're nearing the end of our torches and of our warmth bar simultaneously. Is this where the sapling was? If it's not, then I don't know where it... Yeah, there it is. Might end up leaving a stash of some stuff over here. Okay, so this is actually a really good little stick run here. I'm going to have to remember the route I took for this, because it seemed very efficient. There's probably ratios. We'll save those for some other trip. One more torch. This is a slope I don't often check here. See birch trees, but no birch bark. Alright, time to head back. I'll hit that birch area some other time. We're right here where we can head up. And I don't want to take any more time. If we can make it back without a warm-up fire at all, it's -3. We're going to last a long time. I think I'll just trudge back without a warm-up fire, if at all possible. It's okay if we get sprains, because we're going to sleep tonight, so that we can go do our coal run. We're almost certainly going to get sprains here, because we can't move fast enough to clear the sprain risk. We do have crampons, though.
God, I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Oh, especially since I didn't... Okay. Thought for a second I didn't make it to the flat spot. Alright, let's just stay up high. I think I have to go around this. Oh, this is not the route I thought I was going to take. Ah, there it is. It's the wrist, so we can no longer shoot. Okay, now it's been a few days since I went through here. I think there is one more fir limb available. Up near the top here. I think maybe it's one that's on a slope where I can't get a fire next to it, though, which is not very good for my current purposes. Alright, we'll check for birch bark, and then we'll head back over that way. I think this probably hasn't respawned since the last time I was here. All I see are branches. Yeah, no respawn yet. Which means the fir limbs up here probably haven't respawned. And I'm cold, and we're going to be trudging. Oh, what's this? One of my old fires. Alright, we'll do a... what time did I leave? It was like noon or something, right? We'll do a fire next to one of these cedars and just take that, since we need to warm up anyway. Unless there's a secret fir limb down here somewhere. Doesn't look like it. Alright, it's fine. Go right here. Use that heavy book up. I thought I was going to use that a lot earlier today.
Come on, little fire.
We could make some water, but I think I'm going to skip it. Since I don't need to have all that weight on me. In fact, we'll drink this water. Okay, we've got enough calories to pull this off. We're going to be warm. Plenty warm. Okay. Perfect. Now, it's foggy, of course. Let's heat up both reishis. Let's make, if I can, one rosehip tea. Yeah, I do have the water for it. I don't think I have the water for another one. I don't have the ingredients for it. Let's just make a coffee. No, we don't have it. Okay. Just a few torches for the road home.
Man, I could eat anything.
Yeah, I did not orient myself very well. Oh my gosh, we're carrying 80-something sticks. Alright, let's put this down. Grab a few more of these off of here. Okay, this is more torches than I need. I'll deal. Unless we're just super slow. No, we're okay. Alright, so it should be up this way. And even though I heated up those teas, I don't think I'm going to need them. Now this is definitely one of those areas where I could really use some trail markers. I think we go left here. And then the gap should be up there somewhere. Fortunately, it's not the really heavy fog. Just mostly heavy. This is one of my old fir limb chopping spots. Let's see if that other fir limb is around. I might even drink a tea and chop it, if it's here. I'm a little anxious to get back to Frankie. I don't see it. I wonder. Alright, here's the gap. Running low on calories. I don't want to use my emergency food. Let's do a quick look around here for sticks. Yep, we got a little bit of a respawn. Can't believe I'm picking up more sticks, but... peak efficiency. We're gonna come back with like 90 plus sticks and a, I guess, 3-seater. Alright, let's go down further. In fact, I'm tempted with all this fog. I think we're going to go to the camp office. I'm going a way that I've never gone before.
Need some first aid soon.
Yeah, we're just above the camp office here. I just don't want to get... Ooh, this is a drop. We can drop onto here, and then down to here. Oh, glad I didn't get stuck behind that. Yeah. Let's go out here and find our arrow. Here we go. And last time it was, I went straight and I ended up slightly to the left of where I needed to be, so I'm going to aim slightly to the right. Now we can just walk it.
I could eat a horse. Ow.
I gotta get this marked with like 3 or 4 more arrows or torches or something. Just in case I run into a wolf up here. Should be able to see Frankie soon.
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
So nerve-wracking. Like, I hope I didn't mess it up.
Ow.
Here we go. Here's our fishing hut. There's our smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Okay. Wow. We only burned 4 hours worth of fuel, and we got all of this. That's so good. Alright, this has been a 2-hour episode. As much as I want to go get those fur limbs, I think I'm just going to sleep and we'll get a really early start to do the coastal highway loop tomorrow. Let's eat. Alright, we're actually running low on food, so I'm going to start this up. Should have grabbed a book.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, we can put this... No, leave that there. We can put this cedar away. I got some more birch bark to craft. I got a ton of sticks. Okay, let's get some of these. These are the ones that need to be cooked up.
That smarts a bit.
Come on. Alright, fine. There's the other one. Okay, so 45 minutes each. Probably going to get a slight burn bonus, so I'll take this down to maybe... yeah, 38's good. If they need 42. That should be fine. Okay, put this out. Definitely ready to sleep and heal up. Okay, one more steak. A few more sticks on here. Water, and we sleep. Do a little bit of homework in the morning before we head off. Okay, calories, water, fire. We're good. 10 hours. Gonna get up very early. In fact, I might actually just get a little bit more sleep in the morning so we're fully rested. And there we have it. Looks like we're up to about maybe 90% health. Up bright and early this morning. Just now dawn. Ready to go do another coal run just in time. We've probably got enough. Yeah, great great efficiency on the burn there. So we're going to be able to just use sticks probably. Go get a bunch more coal, and I think we're in a good spot. After this coal run, I don't know. Maybe we finish crafting our deerskin stuff. I feel like I'm being pulled in many different directions here, but that's a problem for a future arc. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this episode. This extra long episode. Thanks for watching. If you're still here at the end, I'm sure you were doing something else and not watching really carefully through the whole thing. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time.